come here. You ready?
Oh my gosh, you gotta practice your songs.
I'm done with
What's
that.
tomorrow, babe?
Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Right there.
Who's that?
This.
I wondered.
This.
But you don't have glasses.
I really leaned into that Harry Potter
Oh,
idea.
Did you make that today?
I sure did.
Cutie. I love it. I wondered if it was us.
Alright, take
I
over.
am a Ravenclaw.
Take
You
over.
are a Hufflepuff.
Oh, we need to get rid of this, by the way. Amy was like running havoc with this thing earlier today.
What? We need to get rid of. Oh.
I don't care
Or like
if
just
you
put it
want
away.
I don't care if you want all those pins or not. We need to they find a new home that's off the ground for them, or they need to go be somewhere else permanently.
It's so funny. Did you realize that you say pins like a southerner?
What?
You always have. You say pins. You say pins. I would get confused when we first got married because I thought you were saying pins.
What are you talking about?
The way that you say pens, you don't say pens. You say pins with an I.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm dead serious. You say it like a southerner. You say it like Rick Stanley. Say-
Pin?
You say yes. You say pin. You're saying pin, not pen.
Okay, you're literally saying the same word over and over and over again, by the way.
No. Listen. Pen. Pen. Pin. They're different sounds.
It's the same word.
It's different pronunciations. You say it like a southerner. They say set
Is this too much in your way? Or I can move it.
Pin.
Is
They
this
say pin.
Is this in your way, or I can move it?
Might be.
Oh,
Let me assess. I don't know if it
oh,
is.
can you see the screen?
Yes.
Really? Like fully? It's not annoying at all to have that there. That's where I typically have it lower, but I'm just used to having it there. I could be a jarring to have it there for you, so I could move it.
Maybe can you raise it just a touch?
Raise it. It's gonna rise up when the sea's gonna rise up, and the sea's gonna rise up, and one of these colonies gonna rise up. What?
Why do I have a bee in the studio?
Because you're outside like all day, every day.
And it's wonderful.
Uno, dos, tres. Uno, dos, tres. Is that good? Sit your butt down.
I'm trying. Hold on. I'm trying. Sing.
Sure, it's not annoying for you?
Well,
You're
actually,
not
that
me.
made it worse. I said raise it up.
I did raise it up.
You raise me up.
I think you're just wrong. This is where I typically have it, and that's out of the way from me.
Can you?
Yeah, but it doesn't just as fun as that would be. I don't have the liberty of just chucking it.
I don't know how it works. It can't.
There.
That's way more in the way.
Move. I want to see where I have it. Move your butt.
I'm good. That's good. That's all I needed. I just needed it that way. That's all I needed. I'm good now.
Here. Switch your sides.
What?
I'll be over here.
Okay.
Here, we'll just move the keyboard over that way.
Ouch!
What's that?
I just pinched my finger on that really hard.
You sorry.
It's okay.
Are you gonna live?
Maybe.
Look how cute we are.
You're cuties.
Cuticus. Subaguticus. Wait, what time is it?
10:21. What the?
Oh.
20.
Wait, it's right there. Yeah, 10:21. Yeah. I don't know. It's just right there at the computer.
I like analog clocks. Is this spoopy?
It's not spoopy.
It looks spoopy.
It's not spoopy.
It's an old computer. Why is it an old computer?
It's not spoopy.
That means spooky. It's
Wouldn't-
like old stuff.
Are your parents spoopy?
I'm kind of kidding, but I'm also kind of not kidding.
The end is never the end. The end is never the end.
Spoopy.
The end is never the end. The end is never the end. It's not spoopy.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He
Just
sat
in a
at his
room by
desk
himself
in
all
room
day?
427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every
That's
month
awful.
of every year. And although others
Isn't that what like 99% of the world does?
Stanley relished every
Not
moment of
me.
the orders, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
He's happy.
Really?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
I like.
He had been at his
stories.
desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions.
Oh, is this Saturday?
Or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
This is so sad. He doesn't even have a window. Ah! This is the saddest office I've ever seen in my life.
Look, he hates Fridays. Look at all that personality.
He hates Fridays?
Doesn't that say hate Fridays?
I think it's
Or Mondays. Oh, oops. And then you know how I move with WASD, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like all the computer games that you never play. Whoa.
I never ever want to have a just strictly office job. I'm the Stardew Valley story girl.
Which one? Oh yeah,
I
from
don't
that
want to work at
that Joja Core.
I don't want to work in the office. Work outside. Grow
Pretty
things
much.
and help people and meet people. Have a farm. I want to raise my kids
Wait, is
on
the
a
clock
farm.
correct? I'm curious. Is the clock correct? Look at the
Oh,
clock.
that was terrible flooring.
Look at the clock. No, it's not
Why
correct.
is
Why
it
they
an
even
hour
ask?
later?
Why they ask us to?
It's like.
Why would they ask for the
I don't
time?
know.
Begin your venture.
Wait. I really want to raise our kids on a farm.
No,
Is that possible?
no,
Why not?
because we can't afford a farm.
Well, we could just live off the grid.
We can't afford to live off the grid. It costs money
I
to live
know,
off the
I
grid.
know. Maybe during the millennium. Alright, I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna go find a much better
All
job.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
this person
Perhaps he
gets
had
to be-
simply missed a memo.
Near other people with windows. Oh, this one's much better than
No
Stanley's.
matter how hard Stanley
Oh, so
looked,
much
he
better.
couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
You farted?
These computers are so old.
Can you hit the F key
What? What does that
while
mean?
looking at the computer? Cool.
What does that mean?
I was just like, I think your interact button. It's the button used to interact.
Why can't I turn it back on? I break
You
it?
broke it. Okay, I shouldn't have told you that because now you're gonna do that to every single thing.
Yeah, I am. Oh, this is such a sad place to work.
Did you hear you're supposed to go to the meeting room?
I did. Just taking it all in.
I hate mom.
No, Mondays. Oh, this is awful. That's an extra
Well, go
desk.
find the meeting room. The meeting room's lit and happier. Look at that. Nice fluorescent
Oh my gosh.
wall light.
Oh, these jobs are terrible.
Some people like them. I swear that's a strip Utah right there in that picture.
No,
Yeah.
they're not terrible, but
Could
they
go
really
out.
kind of are. I like to be out.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh!
Ah,
Why are there papers on the floor?
looks like they may have left in a hurry.
Did the apocalypse happen and Stanley didn't know about it?
I'm pretty sure that's how the one zombie TV show starts off, The Walking Dead.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a cop that like is in like a coma or something, and he like wakes up, and like the apocalypse is just like happening. It's so actual, like like offices. They're just like the random nature, and like the most officey buildings. Projections. No. When the stock market crashes. No.
This is surprisingly very clear.
Yeah. Spent a lot of time doing
How do
that.
I open this?
It's locked. You can hear it jingling. Find the meeting room.
I thought this maybe was the meeting.
I guess that's fair.
There's not a
I don't think it
table.
is. I think the meeting room would have like a 3.0.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What are you doing?
Oh, do I have to listen to the narrator?
No.
Can I go the other way?
Whatever you want.
I kind of don't want to listen to the narrator.
Do whatever you want.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Fair enough. Does look like they all left in a hurry, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Keep it going. So you see they're getting that back over there? That looks like it was like a more like factory, not officey.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Wow, this is pathetic. Break.
What? I like the blue carpet and the blue.
No,
and the
no,
blue
no, no.
couch.
I do like the blue. The blue is nice, but I'm
It's
saying
way nicer than what you had at T&M.
Really, really worth it being here in the room.
that's
A
true.
room so utterly captivating that even
You're
though
saying there's
all
no
your co-workers have
tables,
mysteriously
there's no
vanished,
fridges.
here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Wow, this is funny.
I think the narrator is criticizing you. Or
I
condescending.
I do like the
Stanley's
blue.
obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Poorly on his
It's
overall.
possible that this is why everyone left.
It's Luxor. I think you have to go another way.
Oh shoot.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
There you go.
What is this company?
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop it. Keep going. Keep exploring.
Which kind of lying? Blueprints?
That's the
Stanley
other
was so
game.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't.
Did you go
5
the
years
different way?
ago.
Oh, I just did the first open door I found.
He said go to the left.
Oh.
Cheeky girl. Well, go. Explore.
That's what I'm doing.
Is the door behind you closed now, too? Yeah. Keep it going. Explore.
So dingy.
Yeah. What do they do?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off
What's
on
up
the
to the
wrong
right?
foot here. I'm
right.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else
Can you
is
jump right now?
difficult, but the fact is that the story is being... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Wow.
Oh, you're back at
Everyone
the start.
thinks you're very powerful.
You are very powerful.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
She's
did it mean?
zooming now. Oh my
Stanley
gosh.
decided to go to the meeting room.
Where did you
Perhaps
go?
he had simply missed a memo.
Wow, you're running. You really took it in the first time, so you didn't take it in the next time, didn't you?
Yep.
Stanley came to a
Yep.
set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Chosen to follow him this time?
Yet there was
suppose
not a
so.
single person here either.
Oh my.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
bless.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Up inside you. Take it out. That's a rooster. That's kind of awesome.
Just like blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text.
Yeah.
A common productive. Everyone is unique. You most of all.
Wow, that is like the most real, like, insult to office culture ever, and
This
it's
is
so accurate.
really funny. Number of slides on this slide? Charts and slides. This is very funny. Create which church on the same slide depict the same information.
Oh wow.
Rate of increasing grams per slide.
Oh wow.
Making stuff. Boss appreciation minute. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, sort of the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in triplicate and return to your boss appreciation specialist.
Love it.
Wow, a whole job. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with an intelligent player, let yourself more inclined toward conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflicts. Why did we hire you? Remember that it takes two people to start a fight. What are your dreams for the future? Plant life, football,
Spring
lunch,
break.
metamorphosis, clear skin, spring break, pollution, a boat, mitosis, talk radio, nature success.
All right, we've now seen
Alright.
this. We've seen them all. Did you glean anything from that?
It's funny. What do people want? Things. Happy feelings? Violet James, you were fired. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs? Graphs about things plus money. We have our new product.
I love the other one more. Look at that one. The stock market is somewhere here. Colored in segment. Stripes.
They nailed the handwriting.
hot?
The handwriting
Yeah, totally.
was so...
I wonder if they like actually did it. No, I bet they
And
did it
they're
on one of these little
different.
pads.
They're different.
But
Like
they said-
someone actually wrote this out.
I bet they did it on one of these little pad things that we've done animations on before.
Probably. Target demographic teenagers. What is hot? Profits. Oh, this is funny. Here's more secondary research. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're gonna read all of them, aren't you, sweetheart?
Yeah, I love it. This
I
is
love
what I
you
do
so-
in
I
video
love you
games.
so
I
much.
want to read everything. I love reading things. Why quarterly post review? Post review. It's a review of the review. We need less reviews.
Space between the teenagers.
Size of
What?
demographic.
That can't even be right.
There's something in the ideas bin.
10 more. 10. Wait.
10 no more bins, trash cans, 20 renaming of ideas can, 30 firing of me, ideas bin. This
What?
402 plus 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. What does that mean? I think that's a stupid idea. More water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to the teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic big net, some sort of child trap. What? Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic in a big net or a child trap?
I don't understand what this company does.
No, this is crazy. Synergize, of course. Core
Ah,
value
the
experiences.
most office word ever.
Synergize. We gotta
We gotta
synergize.
synergize.
Oh my gosh. Almost makes me want to throw up. This is crazy. It's such a critique of
Oh,
modern
core
office.
value expenditures. Oh my gosh.
Global market. Parade. Monetize. Free to play. Help. I'm a post-it. Pie chart.
All right.
IC chart. Quarterly pie chart profits. Top priority. If I could read all.
I knew you would. I knew you would.
Confidential memo.
No. No. There's so much more to this game.
Targets. Push for funding for R&D.
Sweetheart.
This is how I play games. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy.
Who moved my desk?
Oh, that's funny. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda.
So that
Reflect.
please keep the targets on topic of, and it's the actual what the business would be, and it's erased.
Oh, that's funny. You're right. Employees. There's all the numbers and then Jim.
It's a chair.
Meeting schedule. Weekly target. Floor.
You can just gaze this one. All on your lonesome. I do not need all that in my head.
Pranking floors meeting.
Consulting the whiteboard manager.
Mergers. We're broke Wednesdays. Financial panic meeting. What to do about 432? Well, tell 432 about. Don't tell 432 about the meeting. Office party.
Is that the reason everyone's gone? Is it office
This
party
box
day?
is too small. Maybe. What does cabal mean? Cabal
Must be
planner?
right.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. R.I.P. Franz. Whiteboard manager. There's a job for every little niche thing.
You've done it. You've read everything you can possibly read.
I feel satisfied with my reading.
No, leave him.
This
Leave him.
page
Leave him.
contains no information.
Thank you, game. They knew people like you would
Please
exist.
do not steal. I have to.
I know you do. I know you do.
So what am I supposed to do?
He told you to leave. He said, you'll find something somewhere else.
Broom closet.
Can you open it?
Ooh.
Dopamine.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here,
Except for a
so
broom.
he turned around and got back on track.
We're so defiant.
I don't like him narrating my.
Is it because
Maybe.
it's before it happens? If it was after, you wouldn't care at all.
After what happened?
If like it was after he did something, he narrated it, you wouldn't be bothered at all. But he's saying what you're going to do.
Yes, I
Coming
don't
to a
like him
staircase,
saying what I have
Stanley
to do.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I saw that
Okay,
hesitation. I saw that
fine.
hesitation.
I got some rebelliousness.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Executive bathroom?
Here's where the money's at. Yeah. Wait, are you stuck? Oh no, you're not. Go in the bathroom. Oh.
I want to, but I don't want it to lock me out.
This could be your boss's office.
Wow. Well, that's nice.
Wow. Is that like his vision board?
Wow, this is bigger than most people's offices. I guess it is his vision board. The wallpaper's quite nice. I like the blue much better
more.
than the red. Oh,
The red's too.
sinister.
Yes.
Lovely, calming.
I feel like the red would be that red and brown would be nice in like in a chocolate factory or in a chocolate shop,
Yes.
not
but
in an office.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
Oh, okay.
I thought I was gonna
I
be
thought you
trapped.
were too. I was like,
no.
well, game over.
Is this
is
the
that computer on?
secretary?
Like the other ones were. No, it's off.
The beige pages instead of the yellow pages. It's funny.
There you go.
Ooh.
Do what?
Whoa! Seriously? No way. What's this?
I thought it was Kung Fu Panda.
They're holding it. They're holding it. That's awful.
Oh, they're not.
It's a gun to the panda's head.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought it was a cow leg.
That's awful.
Oh no. What does it say?
Business strategy.
Oh no.
Okay, that's terrible. Are these? Oh, cool books.
Aren't you gonna go to the office? It's right there. You made it all this way up here.
Yes. I am the most expensive boss. The most expensive.
Expensive. That's not a good thing.
It's weird.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
Sewage
What
lily.
dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded
meta.
the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But
Nice.
of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
This sense of humor is quite funny. 2845.
I believe he said behind the desk.
I know. I'm just looking at everything else first.
Of course.
2845. Wow.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Hey.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2,
I didn't
8,
forget.
4, 5.
I think he thinks he did. Why does he just keep standing around?
2, 8,
I
4,
know.
5.
Oh my gosh.
Did you hear like the harshness in the
8,
voice?
4,
Yet
5.
incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
What's happening? What's
Stanley
happening?
happened to input the correct code
my
by
gosh.
sheer luck.
What happened? Where'd you go?
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
The chimney moved.
Chimney?
The chimney that was over there. Look. Do you see that light?
Oh.
Whoa! What the? Why aren't you looking at it? The thing that just, the massive thing that just
This?
opened. Yeah, yes, that.
Earth. What does that say? Link plus 6 1/4 inch R19.
Aren't you curious as to where this goes? You're stopped
I
at
just like
everything.
to see everything. I
I
like to read everything.
live in the now.
I am. That's why I'm taking it all
You
in.
really are. And to a level that I could never. What's behind that?
Like a skeleton.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah. What the heck? It's a minecart.
I don't know. Look around. Oh. Oh.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
So, narrator.
What is your beef with this narrator?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door
Someone has to
that
tell me
read
what to
Mind
do.
Control Facility.
What? Well, that's not. Oh my gosh. That's not good. Escape.
I don't know. You listened to him this far.
Yeah, but I'm curious.
Do whatever you want to do. You are the writer of your own destiny.
Spooky.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh. Keep thinking about what could have been done that other way.
Stop.
So trapped.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Which number is he?
437.
We'll find wherever his camera is. I'll find won't be able to even see it. 4, 3, up right there. I don't know if it's even his desk.
Maybe it's something like that. Close to that.
No, I think you're right.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
What does that mean?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
What do you think of that?
Oh, I'm glad my job is
The
interesting all
heart
the
of the
time.
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and
good.
for all.
I think you hit those buttons.
It's already offline though.
Yeah, offline it's broken. Offline just means turned off. I think once you hit those buttons sooner, the big white ones.
What big white ones?
Big white ones.
Up at the top?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's not doing anything.
Just start with one.
Yep. Figure that out fast. Okay, number 3. Stairs. Up the Starabies. The Starabian. No. Somewhere else, maybe?
See very well.
No, I think that's where you came in. Oh, over there, look. Oh, that's just 5. That can't be right. Is it in the... Is it over there? That doesn't seem right. That seems like a different area. Over to the left. Why don't you move your mouse and like walk? Look where you're walking. It's not honed into you.
That doesn't look good.
I wouldn't touch bad if I was you. How do you get up there? Maybe you do gotta go check out the other room, or maybe miss the computers. I really don't know. Give me the internal dialogue.
Can Stanley jump very well?
I don't think you could jump. You tried that earlier. Remember when you were on that lift?
Oh, I probably just need to open this.
F? No. Look elsewhere. Look elsewhere. I mean, I guess try the over there land. I don't know. Okay.
Is that 2 and 3? I mean 3 and 4?
Off and
No.
on. Can you turn it on? I don't know if it'd be better.
And when at last he found the source of the room's
Oh, is this
power,
all you had to do?
he knew it was his duty, his
Oh.
obligation, to put an end to this horrible place
Have you done this
and to
before?
everything it stood for.
You haven't?
I've seen a couple videos on it. Not all of them.
Oh. It's way more fun playing with you watching. I wouldn't like play it. I would never like play this by myself. But it's
Blackness
fun.
and a rising chill
Watching.
of uncertainty. Was
You want
it
to switch
over?
places?
Oh.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Did you do it?
Unshackled himself
I
from
don't think
someone
it's that
else's
easy.
command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange
Do a
building
360, I'm
hold?
curious.
But as sunlight
Do a
streamed into
360.
the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge
Run!
or even power
Run to freedom!
that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Can you move?
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Go.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that
Wow.
was all he needed to know.
They're beautiful.
It
walls.
was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
And still telling me what to do.
Stanley felt
beautiful.
the cool breeze upon his skin. The feeling of
Ironic that
liberation.
the only way you could be
Immense
free is by
possibility
listening to the
of
commands of this
before him.
narrator.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley
Pretty.
was happy.
Do you want to do it one more time as yourself, except don't listen to a single word he says?
What?
So do you want to do it another time by yourself? Look, hit the game. Nice job, babe.
That's the whole game.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you did it.
I thought that was like the beginning.
Now you did it. Good job, babe.
Oh, your turn.
Sure. Do you want to do one where you're the one not listening to him this time?
No, I want to watch you do it.
Okay. But do you want... How about you tell me
That's
what
the
to
whole
do?
game.
Yeah, you did it. Good job. You won.
There's nothing else.
No, there's tons.
There's tons more.
Yeah. Scoochie Booch. I'll show
I'm
you.
confused.
Scoochie
But I
Boochie.
beat the game.
You did?
But is it that easy?
Come over here. Mickey, that's a room. Okay. Okay.
Like playing games with you.
I love playing this with you. Alright, so I'll just go whatever you want me to do, and I'll do whatever you want me to do, okay? Wow. Since kids are going Will I push it down? Is that better for you?
You just put it to the side. Perfect.
Well, I should be far, far away. It's not forget about it later, but yeah, I'll see you over.
Wait, so why did it kick me back?
Because you beat the game.
Okay.
So it's like in Zelda, when you beat the game, you just go back to the beginning.
That was like way too easy.
Was it easy?
All of his co-workers were gone. What
It was
could
very
mean?
easy.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I
Perhaps
knew
he had
exactly what to
simply
do
missed
the
memo.
entire time.
I still think it's ironic that the only way you could be free is by...
Is it like, is it a commentary on itself?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What should I do?
You could go to the right again.
What do you want me to
It's up to you, babe.
do? No, I want you to tell me.
I guess go to the right again and see if you could
This
get
was
over
not the
that
correct
spot
way
where
to the
I
meeting room,
where I
and
fell.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he
Trying
wanted
to
to
get
stop by
past
the
the
employee
spot I
lounge
got to.
first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now
Go-
too
or go
horrible
that way.
even to consider.
Well, here, I'll make sure I read everything. Hold on.
Oh, that is kind of annoying. You're not the one.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating
what did that
even
one say in
though
the
all
corner?
your co-workers have mysteriously
No.
vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs
can't
and
read
some
it.
paintings.
You can't go around.
Really worth
What does it
it.
say? Big value?
Something like that.
Coffee nut.
At this, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh. Yes.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got
never
back
mind.
on track.
I don't want to go back. I'm trying to go back. Oh, can you go up?
Because that door's closed now.
Oh, can you go down?
Oh.
But
Wait,
Stanley
but it
didn't
says the
want to
end
go
is
back
never
to
the
the
end.
office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Nice try.
Dang it. Less fun when I have
Oh,
to.
no.
Oh.
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
That was funny.
No, that's what I want to do.
Right?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay. Yes, I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh. Is there someone in that car? It's on. This story is absolutely, definitely.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back.
Could we have seen this when we were down there?
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish
Yeah.
now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
That's funny.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Simply just
What happens if I do the exact same thing again?
don't do the exact
When
same thing.
Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
The meeting room?
Okay then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, I got the way cooler one.
Yeah, you did.
I get pure freedom. Wait a minute. Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Come on, Stanley, let's find the story.
I feel like I have so much freedom. Like, went from being so railroad to now I have an abundance of freedom.
Wow. It's amazing.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Wait, what did it say? What did it say?
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why
Everyone
not?
knows what you did. They're just... Oh, man.
All of his
So the
co-workers
colors
were
are
gone. What could it mean?
crazy.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering
There's
this wrong.
no doors
It's possible
now.
the story is back where we just came from.
Okay.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
This is so crazy.
This is great.
No.
Aha! I knew
What?
we missed something.
What's this?
The story. Here it comes.
What?
No, wait, never mind.
Wait,
Not
was-
the story.
Wait.
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What?
What? Where are we now?
What
Now
a
this-
cottage.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it
What?
really paid off, so
I won.
good job.
Nice.
Feel great.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution.
You have to
This
follow the
time,
yellow
make sure
line.
you don't get lost. I've
That's
employed the help
funny.
of the Stanley Parable
Yeah.
adventure line.
It's trademark.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Even the catchphrase is trademark. Just follow the line. I would follow the line. Follow the line. I would follow it. No. Solitaire, of course.
I can't turn this one off.
Solitaire cannot be silenced.
Solitaire cannot be silenced.
Where are you going?
I want to go. I want to be free. To be free.
You see? The line knows where the story is.
True.
It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Go back.
Simply by the act of moving forward,
Bailey.
are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being
I found it.
via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree
It's on
that
the
the
wall.
nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay.
Wow.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your
going
subjective
everywhere. This is
experience
funny.
of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
Wow.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Perfect.
That's hilarious. This is really funny. I kinda wish you would have recorded this part.
What was that? Did you see that?
I don't know.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Interesting. Smells nice. Da, 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 da.
That was actually kind of
Wait,
like awesome.
we're
It
out of the
was.
office?
It was.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, it just took you right back.
Wow. This is so meta. There's Solitaire. I want to leave the line. I want to leave the line, but the line's been funny.
That's so funny. Da, 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 da.
We're gonna start. We're back.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? After we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
He's not even talking anymore.
Nope. Maybe he gave up.
You know what, Stanley?
Oh.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
It's true.
Why can't we make up our own story?
It's true.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
It's true.
Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Love it.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Endless hallways.
Oh, no, not you again.
It comes into the
I'd
ceiling.
also like to be
UTM.
a line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Just don't acknowledge it. Trade.
Now he hates the line.
A real 180.
Bye.
Oh, that was funny.
Just goes back up.
The choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Now what do we do?
How important we mustn't...
Is he gonna tell me what to do?
opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Or is he?
Just walk in circles for a minute.
Just walking circles for a
So I
moment.
know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Oh, I gotta stop.
Since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Wow.
Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh, and so I just have to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's it say? What is it? A confusion ending?
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is?
Ends up
It's all
in
one
moderate.
giant
Narrator
ending?
restarts.
And we're supposed to restart the
Is
game
this what
that?
you've done?
8 times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Find the line again.
So now, according to
Nonsensical
the
philosophy and music.
Schedule.
am I just supposed to
This
forget?
is
Well, what
just
if
to
I
play
don't
the
want
story
to
by
forget?
Extra Bill.
My mind goes blank.
Find the line again. Be the wall and find and go up to the office.
Look at the end.
Narrator
Well,
restarts the
who
game.
consulted me?
There's no line office in
Why
the
don't I
downstairs.
get to
Wandered by
decide?
a
Why
bookstore.
don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No,
What?
I don't want
Did
it
you
to
see?
be. I don't
The
want the game
narrator
to keep
is
restarting.
gone.
I don't want to forget what's
After, like,
going on.
Stanley
I don't want to
dies.
be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Stand up for. Let's stand up.
Wait,
for
narrator
time
forgets
return.
about what?
Stopped.
About previous.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Nonsense
I
philosophy.
guess
and
now we
music.
just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure
Did I
if we're
just
in the
get
destination
lucky on
or
my
the
first
journey.
go
Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the
I
destination.
think there's like
so
a
I
billion
hope that's
different
where
endings
we
to the
are
game.
right now.
You
We'll
found
find
the
out,
best
won't
one.
we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What happened? Oh my gosh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Narrator
mean?
forgets about
Stanley
previous
decided to go to
restart.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Was that always saying that?
Nope, that's new.
Huh?
Oh.
Huh? I was not always saying that, right?
Nope.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know what to do. Do I go right again?
No, do left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
Yeah,
to
good idea,
his
go
boss's
down.
office.
Oh, very
But
good.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? The doors closed automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Yeah, you're
No,
right.
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange, this can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What?
Are you floating?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about
We're gonna have
how
some
it's
wild
describing
dreams
my
tonight, you and me.
thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Let me go!
Now hearing the voice speak these words...
There's no stairs, are there?
Stanley. After all,
This is
he
crazy.
knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
Crazy.
I wish it to be over.
Wish it to be over.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming.
No.
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
This is what is happening with the confusion. The confusion storyline, remember?
This is the
Yes.
story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She rose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
Was we on the
very
board?
important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
All those parties. The end? What? That was so sad.
I want to go back
All his
to.
co-workers were
I want to
gone.
go back to
What could it
the
mean?
The line
Stanley
one.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Something's happening with those.
Things are happening, Liza. I want to go back to the confused ending. Was that really the end of the confusing ending?
When Stanley
thought
came
it
to a
was-
set of
well,
two
I know it
open
said
doors,
he
this was
went-
not the
everything
correct
went
way to the
black.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Because I went left,
Perhaps
did
he
that
wanted to
ruin
stop by
the...
employee lounge
Did that
Oh,
kind
I don't know.
Did that fix the thing?
Maybe,
The
I don't
lounge
know.
was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah,
What was this way?
go in there, yeah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing
No.
your trust in someone else can be difficult.
No, wait,
but
just
the
wait,
fact
be
is that
patient.
The story has been about nothing
Go over
but
there.
you all
Just
this
wait.
time.
Just
There's
wait,
someone
just wait.
you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Bailey.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
Bailey.
Stop trying
No,
to make
no,
every
stop. I
decision
want
by
to see where it's
yourself.
going.
Now, I'm not asking for
No,
me.
please don't fall off.
I'm asking for her.
Who's her?
Who's
This
her?
is, Stanley, your chance to
What?
redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your
face right
faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Get the phone, Bay. What? Talk to her.
I don't want him.
Dude, please, dude. I want to find out. Oh, it's 427, not 37.
Noted.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the fire out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come
Your
on.
face right now.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
You said
They want to
Trixie.
commit their life to you.
That's
I'm trying to make a point here,
terrible.
Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Never!
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to.
Sure.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I'm gonna die. Good morning, Flick. Press G.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's going back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
You press a different button.
But I have to.
I do want to press the story.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into
Just
the
so-
unknown.
It's crazy how this game makes you feel so free and so trapped. Kind of like keeps like
And each
making you
day
go back
he
and
returned
forth.
to work
know.
was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss,
that what's
everyone in
happening?
the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The
Is that
thought
what's happening?
excited him terribly.
Maybe. Spend
So
some time with
he
the
went
boys.
Imagine that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go
What?
through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered
If that, if
through
only it
this
was that
fantasy
easy
world,
to prepare
he began
dinner.
to fill
Right.
out many possible
That would be
paths and
nice.
destinations. Down one path lay an enormous.
Wait, I thought it was a
round
kitchen. Now
room
it's
with
filing
monitors
cabinets.
and
Whoa,
mind
what the-
controls.
What the heck?
Down another was a
heck?
narrow line that weaved in many directions.
The
And
line.
down another was a game with a baby.
Oh, we haven't gone to that
The
one.
Stanley Parable.
A game with a baby.
Where's the game with the baby?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
What?
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can
Confused
never
with the
be anything
actions.
but an observer.
What the
That as
actions
long
have to
as
do
he
with what I'm
remains
doing
here,
right now.
He's slowly
Yeah.
killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I hate that it does this, because now I want to do it.
How long do you...
We'll give it like a solid
Yeah.
minute. We'll give it a minute. We'll give it a minute. So,
Okay,
what
long enough for me to cut my nails. They're so long.
what are you thinking about right now? Like, what are your thoughts on the game right now?
It's definitely intriguing. I'm wondering what the end goal is. What's the message?
Oh,
Where did everyone go? Is there an ending where you actually find everyone? Is there an ending where you actually change things? Where you actually go on adventures? Kind of the ending I found. You could go
Yeah.
out in the world.
you got free.
I found like the best ending.
I'm not free. I'm kind of in like office purgatory, where I keep.
How did I
going
find
to a
that?
Dream. You listened, I
I
believe.
just followed the instructions.
Which is so
Ironically,
ironic. The one way to get free was
I
to
know. It's like pure irony.
follow all the instructions, where you actually had no choice in agency.
Weird.
The only way to be free, is that the message? Is to give up choice?
No.
Because you didn't, everywhere you went, you didn't choose to do that. You just listened to it, right?
It's not giving up choice, but it is actually choosing to listen. That's not giving up choice. That's choosing to listen.
nothing, so I said, Jay. It's been a minute.
Guess so.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
What the?
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
That's
How can I get him to see what I see?
Yeah.
How can I make him look at himself?
I think a lot of wives feel like this. When they're like, their husbands like
suppose
have
I
no
can't.
passion
Not in the way
Oh.
I
for
want
like
it
their
to.
work, and they just like
I
want
don't
them
make
to
it
do something
rules.
different.
I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time we'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Well,
And Stanley pushed a button.
What?
And I
I
tried
did not
again.
push a button.
And Stanley pushed a button.
I did not push a button.
I tried.
I didn't push a button.
I know. That was terrifying.
It like decided that I pushed a button, but I didn't.
That was
Oh.
weird. I said, please. Oh, that was terrible.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly
What?
lit. Was it a sign of something?
Wait.
He
This is
hoped
different.
It was.
That's
He
different.
hoped very much that it was.
Huh? What? That was different. That was different. 100%. He's not said that before.
Yes, 100% it was.
100 billion%.
I'm positive.
Is it brighter?
Maybe a little bit.
I wouldn't have thought it was. Huh.
5 more minutes and then I probably
Never.
need to go put the food
Never.
away.
Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'll go back to that crazy ending.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I want to shoot things.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've
see
gotten
what would
off on the
happen
wrong foot.
if I didn't answer the phone call.
I'm not your enemy,
I want what
really,
happens
I'm not.
if I try
I
to jump
realize
like
that
you did.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact
'Cause you
is
tried to
the
jump down there,
story
didn't
has
you?
been about nothing but you
Yes.
all this time.
I don't know.
There's someone you've been
Are you gonna time it
neglecting,
right?
Stanley.
That's what I was trying to do that last time.
Oh,
Someone
okay.
you've forgotten
Okay.
But you seemed insistent on it.
What? Really? In the middle of something, do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I
That
really
was awesome,
do
babe.
want
Good
to help
job.
you, to show you something beautiful.
Major League Gaming.
Let me prove it.
Yeah.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Ooh, blue and
Stanley walked
red.
through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked
It's
through
what's
the
labeled.
red
The red
door.
door. The red door.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley.
What
You
happened
wanna
in the
know
red
so
door?
badly
I don't
what's
know.
out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it
Yeah.
worth ruining the entire story I'd
Yes.
written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I
Now I
did.
was gonna go in the red door.
And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you
What would
wanted
have
to see.
happened?
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yes.
Skill trees?
Yes.
Work
Where's
with
skill
me. You've given
trees?
me absolutely nothing so far.
I'm sorry.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option.
Ooh.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
Great.
Would you
Top
say
tier.
that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
Yes.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Yes.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that
Okay, he's
I
going.
felt it in my soul.
I go.
You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable World Leaderboard.
Oh.
Good old Neil.
Oh, it gets more.
Can't be real, right?
Wait, is everyone?
Yeah, that's how I've skipped the intro sequence. All in the chose the blue. Only the worst 3% chose the blue door.
Interesting.
That's way fun. I love it.
Interesting.
Now, would you say that competitive
No,
leaderboard
I was the bomb
helped you
of it.
feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
No.
Again, honest answers, please.
I said I was
Hey, I
bad.
nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
What?
In this game,
The baby!
crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back
That's
to
a
the
cute
right.
baby.
And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful
That's a
game.
cute
All
baby.
about the
It
desperation
is
and
cute,
tedium
baby.
of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Ah,
I think
so
the
true.
underworld will really take notice.
Go to the
But of
button,
course,
hurry.
The
He's
a
message
cute
of the
baby.
game
He's a
only becomes
really cute
clear
baby.
once you've been playing it for about 4
Aw,
hours.
Evie
So
would-
why don't
Evie
you
would go
give it 4 hours
crazy.
of play to make sure it's effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Hurry! Stop him! Bailey, stop him!
You heartless bastard. If you did because you hate babies or purely despite
Your
me.
face you
Because
gave
if
me
it's
as
the
he
matter,
said
well, I don't know
that.
what
Why
to
didn't
do.
you
I'm
help the
completely out of
baby?
ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
Your
I'm not
face,
even going
like
to try.
you thought
I'm
what
out.
you said.
I'm out.
Why
I'm
didn't
done.
you help the
It's
baby,
over.
babe?
Thank you for playing.
Didn't want
Your
the
input was
baby.
extremely valuable. Oh, hey,
'Cause he
since my
told me
game was
to.
so awful, why don't we play someone else's game just to ease the pain?
Because he wanted you to?
Let's see. What do we have here?
You should have helped the baby. You're just trying to be
I
rebellious.
didn't want to do it for 4
Seems
hours.
like it'll work.
Oh, it said
Let's
you had to
give
do
it a
it for
shot.
4 hours?
Yeah. Your mom just bust.
Oh.
Ah, that's
Oh, that
cool.
looks
What do you
cool.
think this game
I
is
like
about,
this.
Stanley? What's our backstory?
Oh,
What
is
is
this
all
National
that
this?
outpost one, like the fire one?
Well, it seems
I've heard good
obvious
things
to
about
me
this game, like,
you
I
are
think
meant
it
to
was.
play as a
What is
crazy
the-
man
what does the
spying
telegraph
on innocent
say?
civilians below you from up high in your creek tower. Perhaps
Watch
for some
the
sort
Firewatch.
of twisted erotic purpose.
Who Firewatch is the Firewatch?
Oh.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture.
I remember
to the experience
doodling
of
that.
Oh,
total
of course,
mental
everyone did.
depravity. So far, I love
Just a
everything
cool
about this
shape.
game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
This is cool. You're actually outside.
I'm free.
Nice, babe. Oh, is it because you didn't actually
I
play
don't
the
know.
baby game?
I didn't want to play there for 4 hours.
I don't know. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Much
No,
better.
no, it can't be.
Over there, sir.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it
best.
off.
Oh no, no,
Thank goodness, Stanley, what a close call.
no!
You
Aww.
wandered off into that thing, that
It's
big
an open
open,
world.
just wandering around, no right or wrong
I
directions,
want to.
no path to
That's
follow.
my favorite
You can just
kind of
go
game.
in any.
Yeah.
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
Get through the
We're out
crack.
of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
No.
Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
I want to play.
I know. That was exciting.
I was so excited. We have to figure out what this game is. It actually is a real game. We have to figure out what it's called and play it because that looks fun. What the heck is this? Oh, it's Rocket League.
See, this is exactly what I had in mind.
What is Rocket
Just
League?
a nice big box.
It's a game of cars
There's
and
any
soccer.
possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be
Phenomenally
impressed.
impressed.
Phenomenal. Yes.
I will be phenomenally impressed.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no
Brazil.
racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Sports
Stanley,
ball.
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
We love
We
sports
should round
ball.
the bases and do a touchdown together.
On the
Yes,
basis
I
of
think
your
surely we
touchdown.
must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
It's like combining all sports. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Bailey!
I didn't even mean to.
Why didn't you play the
I
game?
didn't mean to.
That would've been so
I can't
fun.
follow you there. I can't help you.
I'm free.
How
I'm
will you
free.
write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that.
You could have played sports ball.
I'm free. I didn't mean to, babe. I was going into the goalie before he said anything. Am I free? Am I really free?
I
Am I
don't
truly,
know.
truly free? I had no idea that was going to happen.
That's funny.
I had zero idea. Oh, it's so much creepier without him around, actually.
Uh-oh. Remember it said the narrator... Remember it said in the confusion ending the narrator is gone? And then Stanley dies! After a long time, Stanley dies.
Wow, it was a long
I
time.
don't know. Oh my.
That's a different computer.
Yeah.
This
He
is...
was your only friend in the game.
He was my only... He was me, or was he not? I don't know. What's this? 427, isn't that my number?
Yes, it is.
It's the
It's like
Matrix.
a military base. Why is it always 11:20?
I really thought there was going to be things for me to do here. I hate this. Come back, Mr. Man.
Come back, sports ball or nature or
Where'd he go?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in, wherever he is
It
right
just
now.
cut to the narrator.
I wonder if he's
What
happy
happens
with
if I
his
go
choice,
back and play sports
and he's
ball
learned
now?
the heavy cost that comes with it.
It's kind
You'll
of driving
understand
crazy
soon what I was
because
trying to tell
I
him.
want to know every
He needs
possibility.
me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the
Yeah.
confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh,
I really want to go back to that one. I also want to go down to the red door.
once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
The end was never the end.
I can wait.
How long is it gonna be?
Hello? The end is never the end. Now we're just about to start? About to start. How do we do 3 more? Then we're
Hey,
done.
hey, this is different.
It was only a matter of time before he found the others. Wherever
What?
they
What's
were.
different? What?
The
Just a
narration.
matter of
What do you say?
time.
He said Stanley knew this office like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time until he found the others. Just a matter of time. That's helpful. Might actually be able to find the others.
3 more times and then we'll call it a night, okay?
Okay. New content.
Oh, new
That's
content.
funny.
What does that mean?
Wait, go in
New
there.
Content.
The other way, other way. Yeah. Content.
This game is crazy.
It is
It's like a roller coaster where there's like a second cart going.
Oh,
Where are we?
somewhere ugly.
Somewhere ugly. But it's new.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley
2013?
Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
It's a tour.
It is like a.
After receiving
It is
critical
like
and
a-
commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles
It's a
and
tour.
home computers.
It is a tour.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content
What?
that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
No, don't.
That's what I'm saying, though. Is it's like there's so many, it's like branches. The branches, the branches.
But I'm sure it's just the
Crazy.
beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Oh.
Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Okay.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right.
Circle.
All right, let's see.
You have to jump 30
The jump
times.
circle.
Oh!
Whee! The jump circle.
This is what this game's been missing, jumping.
Yeah.
Oh, but I can't, I have to be in this circle.
Yes, because it's the jump circle. New content, jump circle. This is hilarious.
I love it.
This is really funny.
Aww. Oh, that's it. I'm out of jumps now.
Yes.
Oh.
That's it?
I don't know what
get
I thought.
prizes?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. Oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
Very good.
Pretty good.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
What does it say?
That's it? You're kidding me.
The face he made for me.
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended. I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to
Wow,
such
this is so
expectations.
meta.
This is
You're still with
hilarious.
me. Why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh, sweet.
Sure. Oh. What?
Wait, this is different.
Oh, this is about to run out and then
Oh, the picture of where you usually walk
that's
out of.
hilarious.
Wow, this is mind bending.
Frame for
What did the
frame.
mug buckler say?
Hate Mondays.
Oh, classic.
Classic.
Stanley!
Oh, I hate this.
In the vent, in the vent.
But look what's up here now.
you
Go, no.
But
I want to
what's
see in
up
the vent.
there?
No, go in the vent.
What's up,
I
guys?
don't know, but. Ooh.
I thought it's a Dunder Mifflin.
Haha.
Did y'all know about that?
Yeah.
Okay. What would have been down the other way?
I don't know, baby, but this is such a cool little.
They're all cool.
Okay,
They're all
you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
I
It got
do.
me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Okay.
So I made something
Okay,
special
this is cool.
and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't
This
find
is
it.
awesome. Look how
Just
cool.
our little secret. Take a look.
That's awesome. Ooh, I'm glad
I
you went
call
this
it
way.
the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
The memory
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
It's just like a tour. Zone, sweet zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable
What is
was before it was
what is
sold
that
with
little-
a cheap re-release?
What is that?
Remember back in October of
Oh,
2013,
there's one.
when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
The good times. Is the line up there anywhere?
I don't see it. 2013.
Down memory lane. It's obviously that happened. Huh.
Go outside, don't play for 5 years.
Is it impossible? Huh.
Oh, that was sad. It was the picture.
That must have been in the original game.
I guess so. Aw, lovely.
That is lovely. Piano.
What?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Stern writes, and I quote, "We're so many games that aspire to be more than games
It's
end up
accent he's
less than
putting
any
on.
form of art.
It's a more
Stanley Parable
Cockney,
strives
yes.
and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh, so many branches.
Mm-hmm.
So many branches. Let's just see. Person of the year. Oh, because I think there's a mirror somewhere. Let's see. The red door and the blue door.
Haha, that's funny.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone.
Well, dear,
to spend the rest of
video
time
game.
collecting dust in the hallowed
He
hall.
recorded
of
this like
beloved
years
video
ago.
game
This isn't happening
memories.
live right now.
I'm just saying he's not reading what's on the
Is
wall.
he paraphrasing?
No, he's just changing it.
Nah, he's just changing.
The
serious
serious
room.
That's funny.
I want to go in the serious room.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no.
Reviews.
God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of
Oh,
reviews
is
from
it bad?
Steam,
Is
the
it-
online video game distributor.
Is it gonna be
I
bad
haven't looked at
reviews?
these in years.
Oh no.
I can't even imagine
Oh
what's
my
been
gosh.
collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh no, I'm sure they were so bad.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! Funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I love this game.
Funny.
Oh, we have more bad reviews. Oh, I can't read them. Is that Groot?
Funny.
I love this game.
That's hilarious.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
It's rating.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I?
Gorgeous.
You can tell me if
This
I'm
is
preachy, honestly, you
awesome.
can. No goodness.
I was kind of
This is
thinking this
actually
stuff is the
quite
funny.
shocking. I always, well,
I
to be
know,
honest,
right?
I had always thought of the game's dialogue
This is
as being
funny.
rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it. Well,
Wow,
I
that's
thought it did.
a lot.
But maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
Oh,
Like I let these
don't read
people
the
down.
comments, narrator
Perhaps the
dude.
Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always... What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
That's harsh.
A skip button.
2014.
Oh, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Whoa.
That's my motto today, and it's
What
always
is
been my
happening?
motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No.
So it's gonna be one
The
of
Stanley
those.
Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
9,
Well, don't sit around waiting for me to
8,
shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue.
Interminable.
And it
Yeah.
goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all
And it could have referred forever,
Sounds like
right?
Kamala Harris right now.
blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. Got the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never
Do I have
a moment
to
before
skip?
lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only
try.
thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices.
Oh, and
are
it
what
just
have
repeats.
you. And therefore, by becoming it. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Great.
Of course, I happen to believe
What about that
it was
firm?
perhaps one of my more
Yeah.
profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need
Oh.
a description of it, but if I had
We're
to
gonna have to
describe
skip
it,
again.
I'd
Should I
say
do
it was
it?
perhaps less of a rumination and more of
Should I
a
do it?
practice.
Or you could wait until he goes in the
Maybe a
round.
manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are.
Oh, dear.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was...
Oh, was the door go?
I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes.
My door back.
It's not... I mean... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone.
I
It's
noticed that.
completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley.
What?
There's
It's
no
quickly
door.
escalated
There's
from
just
rambling.
you and
Right?
a button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
What?
You're back. Oh my goodness.
How long has it
I
been?
have someone to talk to
It
again.
has been days, if not maybe a week.
I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single
All the lights
person
are
to
dead,
speak
but the
with.
fire
And
alarm's
you think
going.
that that's just
Oh
how
my
it's
goodness.
always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing.
The light in the back.
Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening.
Aww.
I needed there to be a...
A vessel through which my words were moving.
Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel.
Is he gone?
Hello? It went from like a couple minutes to like 30 minutes to a week to a year. And that
Has it
was
been like a
after a
century?
year. Clock stopped?
Yeah.
Hilarious attention to detail at the clock ran out of battery. Good choice on their part.
Mm-hmm.
The fire alarm.
Of course.
A century passes and the elevator changes. The fire alarm is finally out of battery.
The clock has fallen down. Did you see
But they
that?
didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to
Bad.
speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. it wasn't
I'm
enough.
here.
They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs
Aw.
down review and
Still
make
thinking
all
about
their
it 100
pitiful
years
demands.
later?
But then he's talking
Millennium
too
later.
much. They said first he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion
How
in
come he
one's
knows that I'm
assessment of
here?
others. But
Nope.
of course, at
Working? My hat.
the end is never the end, 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 is never the end,
Hello?
is never the end, is
I'm
never the
alive.
end, is never the end, is never.
Yeah. Water. Water over there. Floor, the ceiling's like leaking. Is it the world over? And like,
I think when, oh my gosh. I think once we get to the end of this one, I should need to go to bed.
fair enough. Help! I'm down here. Will this deteriorate all around me until I'm free?
Sure enough. Wow, it's beautiful.
This is not where I saw this going.
Nope. That's lovely.
This
Nature
is-
has a way of taking you back her own.
Oh!
No, where'd all the
The
green
bombs
go?
dropped?
Where'd all the green go? I thought it was gonna get
There's
more
a
green.
road built over me. Aww.
Oh, I wanted the green.
I want the green too.
Oh, that's so depressing. It was so pretty.
None of that, please.
I think it was a car.
What the?
We're free! Oh, thank goodness. Oh,
Oh.
it's a desert wasteland.
Is that a world I want to be free in?
I think it's a broken button
They're
now.
broken now.
Oh my
What happened to the
goodness.
green, luscious landscape?
Yeah, it was,
I'm playing Dune.
yeah. It's crazy.
Is it like? Is this where you thought this game was going to take us in an hour when it was like 2 doors,
Nope.
left and right?
Nope.
Is this what you anticipated the
I have
game
no
being?
idea.
I'm wondering what happened to the narrator. I hope he's doing okay. Oh,
Me too. Oh. The end is never the end. Oh no.
All of his co-workers.
one more round.
No.
One more round. One more. Quick one.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
Quick.
Perhaps
That's different.
he simply missed a memo.
I like. What?
That one's different.
Can I go put the food away real quick?
Last one. Last one. It'll be a quick run. Quick run.
Are you sure?
No stops.
New content.
Now I don't know what to do. Ah, I want to
Go find it. Go find it. No, yes.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes,
He's
I
back.
have something very exciting to show you.
I want to go to the boss's room.
Oh.
Because I want to go
Why?
into the... Wait, where do I want to go? So I want to go to the... There was a choice there that you didn't make that I wanted to make.
Oh, okay. Which one?
I can't remember.
You see,
Oh,
Sandy,
no.
I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how
Oh, there was an
roundly
elevator in the
disappointing
boss's
this
office I wanted to go
ultra-deluxe
down.
version has
Oh,
turned
okay.
out to be.
Oh, okay.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark.
Well,
and
sorry.
any
I
new
guess
content
you-
for it should
I didn't
be
realize you had
updated.
very specific
So
thing you
to
wanted to
take
do.
this ultra-deluxe nonsense,
Oh, we are going
I
fast.
say we take it one step even further.
This
Which
looks
is
fun.
why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. Okay. Fun.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly
Sam does never
re-release
begin
with a
again.
few minor additions? Think of all the
Again?
new territory will cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why are there so many possibilities? It could go in
think that was
so
counting
many
in
different
French.
directions.
Oh,
This
good.
is what
Tweet.
fans have truly been asking for.
Three Musketeers.
That.
Just the two of us. We can make it.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Yeah.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement
Yes,
right
it is.
there.
Those are glass
If you
doors.
get
and
it screams progress and innovation and
Taste the
long-term
sequel.
franchising potential.
That's funny.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out.
The
Game
phones.
development. Here we are.
Ah!
Go. Try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game.
What?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really
Too big,
want?
too small,
And
just
of
right.
course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So, sorry, I should have clarified. Right now,
Oh,
button only
the
says
one
name.
guy on the
But of course,
whiteboard.
in the
One guy.
final game, This button will say your name, whatever name
The
that is.
one guy.
Let's have you role play as Jim
The
to really
one
simulate
guy
the full
on the
experience of this
whiteboard.
That was funny.
Just play on. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Michael.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim.
Where's the skip
falling in
button?
love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Okay.
That's sad.
Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Sure as a bird.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I have another choice.
I'm curious though.
That's how it gets you.
Yes, you see!
It's a maniacal.
What a rush! That was you! The button describes
was you!
Do it again, do it again. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Wow.
Oh, I was hoping that would open something.
Hey, those look just like our bell boxes.
Oh yeah, totally.
That's funny.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play this. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, we'll go at the end of the,
Wait,
well,
go
we'll
back,
figure
go
that
back.
out later.
Instead of the button that says you, the button that says Jim.
You said that help one what?
Yeah. Infinite hole.
Setting world
Free
champion,
achievement.
infinite hole. Oh my gosh! Wait, free achievement. I want free achievement. It just works. I want free achievement.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken tested achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
It's broken.
Are we serious?
It's broken, baby.
I'll fix it. I want my achievement, baby. I like the achievements.
I'm gonna go to bed, baby.
Awesome.
I need to get there a little early because I still have some office stuff I need to catch up before the adventures of David.
The whole thing was for nothing? Okay. Quick. You're the one that wanted new adventure.
I know.
I wanted The
What
Office.
else? What other
The thing you did in
events
like
have we
5
seen yet?
seconds.
Yeah, that
Please
was
no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy
Get well
12th
someday.
Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday,
You
step
know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
That's a good
Happy
point.
12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Happy
I love it.
12th birthday, step niece it is.
I love it. Love it. Love it. That. Oh wow, that's a
Fun.
lot.
Wow,
of,
they really went with that theme.
they really
Actually,
did.
maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Up here.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind.
I see a
and your
bucket.
heart. It's true.
Yeah.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect
Are
solution.
we done?
Come
Is
on,
it?
give it a try. Can you
Knife
feel it?
off.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
To know.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
It's so late.
You wanted
I know.
Anyone
this.
give out awards for most enjoyable
I should
bucket
have
in
just
a
let
video
you
game?
do the elevator.
That
I'm
really should be an
sorry.
award if it isn't already.
Jump circle.
I do love jump circle.
Sorry. How do we get back to that boss's elevator? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you? Ooh.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching
Oh,
them
wow.
develop.
That's-
You simply collect
That got
all of them,
very
and then
scary.
you move
That
the
is
hell on with your
terrifying.
unremarkable life.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm permanently scarred after that.
That was kind of
God, it
terrifying.
really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Exit. Wait, I want to do the infinite hole, no exit.
Okay.
Now I'm here.
Sounds good.
The jump circle.
Yay.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley
the jump
Parable 2
circle.
as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
It's true.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then. Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond
that's
of. It's never
terrifying.
been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite fall.
Wow, you just
You
went
can
for
fall
it.
until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for... You see? Isn't it wonderful?
Isn't it
One of my more
wonderful?
ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go
It's
back to the
branching,
top.
Liza. It's
Given
branching.
the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
It's branching. What happens if I never push the button?
I don't know, baby.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
I am glad
Is
you
it a very,
waited.
very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's
Is
an
it,
extremely
wait, is there gonna be
deep
something at the bottom?
I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is.
just dive
Is
at the
it
bottom?
infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition
happen?
of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You
That's why he
found out,
wanted you to do it.
Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated
Every
by
pause button is a
falling.
Roman numeral.
What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
Just
Why
you.
don't
just
we
you.
just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly
Infinite.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to walk up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Give it 30 seconds.
Hang on.
What are your thoughts on this book?
Kind of eerie.
Great. Now,
Kinda
I'm very
interesting.
excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
I don't know how to feel about it, really.
The mostly infinite hole, he fixed it.
That's pretty funny.
I already wanted to jump back in the hole, to be honest.
Where are you going now?
Girl, heckity heckify heckity now. I think I'm gonna go to the exit. We're gonna get to the end of this. We're gonna get to the end of this vein.
Yeah. I'm ready to be done too.
With 2. What was that?
A burp.
What was that?
Baby!
Dead.
I got
How do I say
work
this?
early.
You did this.
I know, baby, but
You did
I
this.
know, but how could I resist? It said new content.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yep.
Ready to move on now?
Yep. Interesting.
Oh.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere.
Is this actually
Let's do an
a
experiment.
redo of the
I'll
game, or
arrange
did they
these
just
new
build
features
all these
together,
into it?
and we'll see whether or not
They
it
redid
coheres into
the
a
graphics and they made like
meaningful
1,000 more
experience.
endings.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I have no
Here it
interest
is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
with my bucket.
More jumps.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right?
Where's the collectible?
Sort of.
There it is.
Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Version. The other one was way better.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they wouldn't stand on their own.
I'm not
They
wrong
would
about
need
doing
the
this. It's like
structure
exactly
of
what
the
the fans
gameplay of
want.
the original.
Very meta, very game
Maybe
breaking.
that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Ow.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
Is that actually
Let me see
the
if I
name
can
of the
whip
game?
something up.
It's called Stanley Parable. It's our deluxe edition.
Perfect.
Wait, it really is?
Really is.
It really is called the Ultra
Really is.
Deluxe. Oh, that's funny.
What? What?
Oops.
What?
I'm sorry, babe!
What have you done to my kid?
I'm sorry, babe! Oh no.
What?
I'm so sorry. Wait. Go back. I have a feeling. If you do begin the game, I bet it'll take you back.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
What have you done?
I'm wrong.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
The
number
Stepney's
4.
balloon.
Employee number 47.
I'm losing my mind.
This is so
This feels
crazy.
like a fever dream.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it overall.
Orders came to him through a monitor
This is a
on his
fever
desk,
dream.
telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day.
The niece
every
balloons,
month,
like, that's what got
every
me.
year.
Right?
And although others might have considered it soul-bending, Stanley relished
The
every
song's
moment
different,
of
too.
the orders came in, as though
Do
he
you see the
had been
collectible
made
thing?
exactly for this job. And
Is it?
Stanley
I don't know.
was happy.
I want to find the lever that makes the thing go
And then
in.
one day, something very peculiar happened.
What is that? It's
Something
not
that would
called
forever
this.
change
No, it's
Stanley.
It's not called this.
Something
It's
he
called
would
the
never
Cyber
quite
Ultra
forget.
Deluxe Edition.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one
This is
single
crazy.
order had arrived on the monitor.
I'm gonna have
that he
crazy
followed.
dreams tonight.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
We have to play this
Never in all
through.
his years
We
at the
have to.
company had this
I
happened.
know.
This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained
This is the exact same that it started when you started.
I know, except it has the Stepney's balloons. It has the Stepney's balloon.
I'm losing my marbles.
All of his
Crazy.
coworkers were gone. What could
Can I
it
still
be?
push my things?
Stanley decided to go to the
Birthday,
meeting.
Stephanie.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm going to the boss's office.
Good. Okay, it feels like 18 billion years ago that I was playing it, and I just got outside. There's the bucket!
Do I take it?
I don't know.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I'm losing my mind.
It's just so weird.
This feels like insanity for my
I don't
brain.
like it.
Stanley clutched
Boss's
the bucket
office.
tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I gotta go to bed.
Your
dude.
boss
I'm
is in the left.
serious. I might be driving Jim up to Park City tomorrow.
Oh,
There's a good
awesome.
chance.
Speed,
No one was
speed,
here.
speed,
Stanley
speed.
needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where, coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the
And the
boss's
bucket
office.
walked upstairs.
I'm losing my mind.
Oh, do another one. I bet after 2 more times it's gonna do something. Where's the elevator?
That's what I want to
At his
know.
office, Stanley was
No,
once
where's the
again
elevator?
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Where's the
Let's go.
elevator?
By
Let's
the
go.
weight of this
Let's go.
revelation,
Fast.
Hang on,
Stanley
it
may have
was
broken down into an
2548?
emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even
No.
Oh,
in his darkest of hours,
4825.
did the bucket's warmth and guiding light
I got it backwards.
pierce the dark
Four,
clouds
try
of confusion and
4825.
It would be with him always.
What?
The bucket would.
Oh, four,
The two of them were
4285?
At
I
this
know it's
point,
those 4
Stan was
digits.
so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection shared with the
on.
bucket that he didn't notice the keypad
Did it
behind the boss's
change?
desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket
What is it?
did
What
he
is
have
it?
any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 28.
Oh, see, I got the numbers. I just got them in the wrong order. 2845.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
This is like
This is certainly
insanity.
the most logical
This is
explanation.
the bucket guiding you.
The collectible!
Found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these.
No.
Only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't
Only
buy
the
that sort of
intrinsic
talent, Stanley.
pleasure.
God knows I tried. So,
Job
I implore
well
you
done.
to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Wow.
Wow,
This
too
game
funny.
is a gem.
Oh, that elevator.
No, it was the other one, the one with the panda. I couldn't open that door, I
Oh,
don't
the
think.
panda. elevator.
No, but there was wasn't there an
Yeah.
elevator there?
Wait.
You didn't
was
try
it
to
an
open it, I don't think.
elevator?
I swear it was. I swear it was.
The elevator
wasn't a
restarted, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Oh yeah, this is how the
It would
story.
be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him,
He's recorded all this again with the
reassuring
With the
that in this
bucket.
darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Dude, I
Wait, it's different. Wait,
no, I
is
think
it?
it's the same.
Stanley and the
It's the
bucket
same.
walked straight ahead
But what's
with
through the
barred door
escape?
that
Yeah,
gave
go to-
figured out.
mind
go to the
control
escape.
But I want it. What turns?
No,
what,
no, go to
I
the
want to
escape.
find out what happens when you turn on the mind machine too.
Oh,
Remember there's
the
power
escape.
off. Remember there's power off and on.
Oh.
I was like, what happens when you turn on the on?
Maybe you'll find it.
I'm losing my mind.
I can't stand so many.
There's so many
Oh, and-
bridgings.
It drives me crazy.
Okay. Which one? You tell me. Escape or turn on the mind machine?
Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this
Oh,
hall,
no.
Stanley and the bucket would both meet a
I'm the
violent
bucket.
death.
No, bucket. We're sticking together.
I don't
You
know
and me,
about
bucket.
this.
The
You
door
and me,
behind him was
bucket.
not shut. Stanley and the bucket
You
still
and me,
had
bucket.
every opportunity
You
to turn
and me,
around
bucket.
and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very
No.
painful death
No.
for each of them.
Don't believe it, bucket. Don't believe
that looks
bucket.
terrifying.
Don't believe it, bucket.
Babe.
Believe. Bucket.
Oh
Fuck it,
my
we gotta
gosh,
go.
that's terrifying.
Bucket, we gotta go. Uh-oh. Maybe it was death.
Oh my gosh, I'm
It might
terrified.
have been death,
As
dear.
the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise,
No, we shouldn't have done
Stanley
this.
reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth
Bucket,
and
no.
comfort had turned out to be.
Bucket, no.
It puts the mind and the
Bucket,
soul
no.
at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be
Bucket,
crushed to
no.
death? This is
No,
what Stanley thought to
escape.
himself.
No,
And he sort of
no,
kicked himself for
no.
wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
No.
Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Happening.
In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end.
Bucket's
Not
life?
bucket.
Crushed
Not
violently
my
to death.
bucket. Oh.
I'm so scared.
Okay.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own
What
way,
is
but
happening?
this one stood above the rest. It
The
was a
bucket.
glorious bucket to behold.
Where's my
It's a
bucket?
glorious bucket. The bucket.
Bucket died.
Welcome you to the ground exhibit. They really like doing ground
Babe,
exhibits.
so this is the thing. This is the thing. Real quick. I went here to go to push that computer button and to find the elevator. I did not know any of this was going to happen. What if I would have taken the bucket to the right?
Also, what if you had done the escape without the bucket in the first place?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what would have been here? And what else
The
exists
infinite
with the
possibilities
bucket?
really is mind bending.
What if it's collectible?
Can you see how arrogant
Those
it
are all
was for
buckets.
Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his
Okay,
own?
that's more than
Can you
25
see
buckets.
the hubris that
Wait, did you
blinded
see?
him?
Wait, go back.
Can you see that the
25
bucket
buckets.
is
The
far
photograph
more
of
noble
25
than
buckets is
Stanley
great.
will
Number
ever
of
be in
buckets ever
his short life.
captured. Wait, finish it. Oh no.
This game is crazy. They spent way too much time making this game. What would have been here if you would have come down the escape before?
No.
What would have been here?
Well, we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind. Wait. We do not know by how long this keeps drawing pictures
What
of
is
discovering the
happening?
correctly use of the bucket. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity worthy of its treasure.
What if I would have taken the bucket to the video games like
I
Rocket
don't
League?
know. I
No
don't
man
know.
What if it
can
wouldn't
own
have
a
fallen
bucket,
down the whole
and
Rocket
certainly
League? What if
not
we
a
just
bucket as
played
dazzling
Rocket
to
League with
behold
them?
as this
I don't
Played
know.
football.
Babe, I don't
It is
know.
man who should kneel before the bucket.
What?
happened?
There is something.
Is it just gonna be like
something we can do
Stanley
together,
woke up
you
or
and I,
whatever?
that will
Maybe.
Well,
right
that's
this
the beginning.
terrible wrong.
Huh? What?
Oh my gosh.
Let him be crushed. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements. If only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take his place as ruler, as
What is
leader,
a
as commander of a new
Baby,
world,
it's
a new vision.
Did it actually happen?
Hello?
That's so scary. Did it actually happen? I didn't really watch.
I
Did it really
died.
All of
happen?
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait, did it really happen?
Stanley decided to
Yeah,
go to the
I think
meeting
so.
room. Perhaps he had
Gosh.
simply
Is the
missed a
bucket still
memo.
there? Babe, this is
That
like
was
the
terrifying.
crazy. Okay.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his
So
arms.
is this just
and a
my game
wave
for the rest of
comfort
forever now? It's just
rushed
always this
over
bucket
him.
now?
Maybe. Alright, go to where.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Hey, that
But
got
Stanley
the
had felt the
head.
bucket
I know.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I'm gonna go back.
You're right.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it a... Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Where are you going now?
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Now, said the
Stanley
bucket.
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets
This
are
game
buckets. But
started
Stanley
off as
chose not
so
to think about
like
this obvious.
one,
Now,
one
the bucket
He was firmly
dimensional.
convinced that the bucket
And
had
now it's like
spoken to him,
20
and
dimensional.
he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Danger everywhere. Now.
No. Don't go
Said
to
the
the
bucket.
meeting
Don't go
room.
to the meeting room. Take the lift all the
No,
way to
stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest
Last
of
one.
the game if it
Last one.
concludes
Okay.
quickly and
Last
properly.
one.
So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is
This-
and isn't.
How did I even
a
get the bucket?
Please, step in here for a moment.
He's just in the new content.
Oh, but how did we even get to the new content?
Now then, I
Is
think
this
one
a
of you fight
bucket?
and test the matter, and you'll tell me
Oh my
whether or not the thing I'm
gosh.
showing you is
This
a
is
bucket.
like a fever
Simple
dream.
enough, right?
crazy.
This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
I was trying to get to Rocket League. Did I go the wrong way?
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
You hit it with the bucket.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual
It's a
bucket.
hologram. You're probably gonna be wrong no matter what.
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect.
I think it's gonna-
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket,
What?
not an actual bucket.
So bucket.
so it is a
It's
bucket.
functionally a bucket.
Exactly.
Item 3. Is
I
this
already
a bucket?
know. It's gonna be like, yes, it was a bucket.
Yeah, yep, you can't get
This
it
is a
right.
bucket.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
I'm losing my mind.
This is crazy.
Item 4.
I'm
Is
no
this a
character.
bucket?
Yes.
Are you hallucinating? This is
I was just,
it's an enormous machine that tills the earth.
Actually, it probably would have been a bucket if you
That's
would've
what I'm
known.
saying. That's what I'm saying. But now I feel stupid. Now I feel stupid.
Let's just move on to the next one.
Kind of like the ultimate gaslighting.
Okay, I'm locked in from this
Game
moment
show.
forward.
Is this a bucket?
Say no.
It's enclosed now, so it works a bucket.
You can't get it right.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
You can't
I'm losing my
Right.
mind.
This is a bucket.
It's the Burnley
Item
Mulligan.
6.
Yeah.
Is this a bucket?
I can't get it right. I'm sorry. Nah.
Question. Both. Gotcha.
It's
You did get
literally
it right.
it's Burnley Mulligan. It's Burnley Mulligan. Like
Item. Wait,
the
hold
rule
on,
is
can't find this one.
cannot
It should be around
win.
here
Yeah,
somewhere.
exactly.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is
I feel so
something.
stupid.
And therefore nothing could possibly be something.
I feel like I can't
Unless
win.
in your twisted
No,
mind
that's
you
exactly the
somehow
point.
convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing. Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Me too,
I've
bud.
lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Do any of us know what a bucket is?
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
What a
I'm afraid
strange
the bucket
line.
is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry.
No, don't take my
I'm
bucket.
going to erase all.
No! No, don't
Okay.
do that. No, I've grown rather attached to the
Me
bucket.
too.
I swear, if it's gonna be all
What
the stupid balloons,
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Everything in the game was a bucket.
The bucket's very
I
funny.
had no idea. How
I
could
had no idea.
except me? I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now.
Well,
It's
that makes one of
I've
us.
some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets.
Yeah.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket.
It's all a
But if you
bucket.
run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Everything is a bucket.
Are we just back? It's blue. It's blue. I have to.
What?
I have to.
Why is it so
All of the
different?
stay workers were gone.
Why is it so
What could
different?
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
Can you-
chest.
oh, see if the
and
panda
entered
room's
the
open.
door on his left.
Panda, panda, panda.
My phone could be so tired.
But you'll know that everything is a bucket.
Wait, it's different. Everything's different.
Oh my gosh. Stop.
No, it's okay. I don't need to read it all.
Trust the completionist instincts.
Meaning,
Why wouldn't
have
they
to
just
find
tell
them
us something
all.
will happen this honest, to be honest. I love people so much. Oh my gosh, it shows you which ones you're missing still. Stop! A private but smelly place for an important person. I don't know what that is. So they're both red and blue. That would be the door, the red
you
blue
never
door.
went through the red one.
I
You
didn't.
never went through
I
the
don't know how
red
to find
one.
that. There's so many veins in my
I
brain.
know.
Stairs, something to do with stairs. Down the stairs, a large room, lots of boxes. I don't know what that is. There will be a reward for finding them alive. Stop kidding yourselves. I want to go home. I want them so much.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley.
Not my bucket.
Don't hand over the
Not
bucket.
my bucket.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs
Wait, I
to
thought the bus
boss's
is up.
office.
It's upstairs,
Oh,
babe.
red and blue. No, that's the dream sequence.
Another ninja Stanley figurine. This, there must be a snappier name for these things.
Found it.
Nice,
Mini
babe.
Stans. Stanley figs. Oh, what about Stanmarines? Yes.
That's a good one.
I like that. Another Stanmarine.
Because this is the dream sequence one. This is the one we don't want. This is
The
right.
dream. Oh, don't go down there. Don't go down there.
That's the one where you walk for forever.
Yeah, I don't
and
like
he-
that
And then he
one.
goes.
You're
Then you
stuck
die.
forever. Yeah.
Wait.
Go to the panda office.
Panda.
Hopefully it'll open.
Okay, I'm getting back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Babe, I'm
and I'm
cracked.
torn between Stanmarines and Figbies. What do you think, Stanley?
I
What
want to
name
collect them
better
all.
encapsulates the
I
intrinsic
want to
sense
collect
of
them
happiness
all.
that you get from
Catch
seeing a
them all.
small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
It's basically poking fun at all video games.
Wait, this is definitely the one that's important. To be rich is it a crime? Isn't to be rich?
Babe, it literally is just a meta poking fun at all video games.
It really is. Isn't it?
Panda room.
Right here, wasn't it?
Aha! You're right!
This, see?
Good memory. Oh, we did go down this, remember? Didn't we? Oh, no, maybe we didn't.
No,
Nope, no, you're right. It was a different
Up or down, up or down, up or down.
Up. Your dream come true.
Yes,
At the
as
last
soon as you
hour.
saw us, I was like, why don't you go in the elevator? But I didn't want to play at the time. I just wanted you to just enjoy it the way you want to enjoy it. This is totally not what you thought this game was gonna be, is it?
No?
Because that was like some strange indie game, and now it's like the most meta game you've ever played.
It's been a fun date night. I like you're feeling your arm against me. Did you just hear that?
Was that him? Was that him?
I guess. This is really long.
I thought I clicked the button.
It's just the same room.
Huh? I go down.
Kind of like the wallpaper in there, actually. I think it's just a fake elevator.
No.
No? I don't know. It's just an eternal elevator.
Okay.
Hey,
So
but I'm
now
glad you got to
we
explore.
escape sequence. Okay, this is how we ended. This is how we ended.
No! Don't go back down these gate
Okay,
sequences.
let's go.
Manager's
Fast.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to
Fast.
discover not an
2845.
indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of
No,
his
no, 5-5.
revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional
8,
dumpster
4,
Four,
5.
five.
Holding presence of, but Stanley
Yes.
has the correct code by sheer luck.
Yes.
That sounds
The
just
bucket knew all along.
The bucket did
Was
know
the
all along.
bucket guiding
It
him?
was.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical
Okay,
explanation.
now
Sure.
we go here, we go down, and now we escape sequence except we turn on the machine.
okay. So not the escape route. I thought you're saying go through. Yeah, straight.
Okay. And then we're done.
All right.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door.
You've been there,
of the
No.
Bucket. I died for you there,
mind
Bucket.
control facility.
I died
the
for you
museum
there,
was funny.
Bucket. It was hilarious. I love the museum.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
What's that?
Oh!
What horrible secret
Sorry.
did this
No,
place
don't.
hold? Stanley and the bucket.
Last
were
one, last one.
to themselves.
2 minutes, hang in there, we're zooming.
I wish I didn't have to drive for 40 minutes.
That does suck, does it not?
That adds a lot.
The monitors jumped
But we're
up,
4 to
and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket.
427.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into
Very
tears.
nearly
as
burst.
Stanley
No, but-
I love how it
created
narrates it like it's
reassuring
a
that
book
it
from the late 1900s, like
Absolutely.
by a British, like C.S. Lewis or
Was the
something. Like,
bucket
very
under the
nearly
mind
burst
control
into
facility's
tears.
influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a
Oh, is the
bucket
room?
want to do
It is!
or not want to
That
do?
little scaffolding thing. Remember from earlier? It's like, you're not supposed to be here
Oh
yet.
yeah.
Furiously,
That's
Stanley
I was
Good
curious if it would be
continuity.
there.
No! He screamed into the bucket. But he couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His
How
one
do you
friend
the,
in
the
entire
code?
world.
How do you hit 3? How do you hit that
Trust
third one?
nobody
I don't know.
Except for the
You can
bucket.
trust no one except for the bucket.
Or can I trust the
But here
buckets?
was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided
Let's
that
do
this
it.
machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human.
Last one's here. Last one.
For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls.
No bucket.
Two
We
best
will be
friends,
evil.
Stanley and the bucket. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
The bucket jumped
Stanley
in.
gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Huh?
Birds.
Silly birds.
Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Silly birds.
Fly! Oh, wait, eagle. Oh, parrot. It's parrot. This is not what I thought was
No.
happening.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another.
Silly
and then
birds.
it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds
I'm a silly bird?
all over the world.
I'm a silly
Silly
bird.
bird.
Mind control
Silly
for only
bird.
facade to
Oh, that
disguise
makes me
its
feel a
true
lot better.
intentions.
Nice.
Meant all along.
Monitoring
marveled
silly
at the
birds
metal
all over the
genius in
world.
his hand. The one
Metal
who had pointed him
genius in
toward
his
this
hand.
incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
I got confirmation I found the best ending.
Was happy.
Please tell me this
Silly
ends with that.
bird.
Tell me this ends with that. Oh, I want to get back to owls. Love owls. If I got a pet owl, I would. Bring me right back to the beginning, please.
That was a
Please.
beautiful way to end. Silly birds.
I'm a silly bird.
That was funny. I feel content.
I do too.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he
Confirmed.
found the others, wherever they were.
Nothing.
Just a matter of time.
What? I know I am. I'm just looking. You can go to sleep. I'll do it. Great. No.
I need to brush my teeth. It's really okay. How about we both go down? I brush my teeth and you put
You're really so bad. So you
Okay. I would love it if you thank you.
Hey, great news. I recorded the whole thing.
You did not.
I did.
You did not.
I did.
That means we could go back and see exactly what you did.